Well, first of all, z dniem narodzenia, Valentin! Now,
I made a teeny tiny bamboo bundle bow and arrows with cheap household materials. It's easy and inexpensive to make, and it provides a stress relief activity, no matter where you are. It can be used to relax and stimulate you, even inside a foxhole in the middle of a war zone. Humanity is obsessed with flying projectiles and target practice. That's why I'm providing you with this little toy. Enjoy! All I need is some bamboo grill skewers. They are extremely easy to find and buy them. Your local Walmart sells them, for example. The length doesn't matter too much, as long as they're all the same among themselves. But I like to use the long ones. Mine are 15.5 inches long. This recipe is a simplified miniature version of the main hawk bow crafting tutorial. So if you've watched the main tutorial first, then this one will instantly make sense to you. Just follow my instructions. Let's start with a little handle. Put one piece on the other, with a pointy end facing each other. Place the tips on each pinky finger, near the knuckles. Push the two pieces together, until each point has a 6-finger distance from one another. Use a marking marker and mark the two spots to have them marked with marks.
so funny.
Add 2 more pieces and adjust them on the marked marks made with a marking marker. Press all 4 pieces together and tape the whole handle with some scotch tape. Any tape will do, but the common transparent adhesive one is ideal here. Put slight tension to it and wrap it all the way around twice. Now we'll keep adding skewers in a certain way to form an oval shape and create a balanced little bow. Measure and mark 1 finger distance from the end of the 2 tips and towards the handle. This is where the string will sit on. Cut the skewer and tape all 3 pieces together on that spot. Do the same on both sides. This is the basic skeleton of the bow. Now we can finally start forming the shape it needs. Thicken the middle and getting gradiently thin on the 2 ends. This gives the correct force an arrow needs to fly. From the borders of the handle all the way to the shorter pieces, I achieved 9 inches of length. It is relevant because I want to divide this number by roughly 3. I can fit 3 marks with a 2 inches distance, measured from the tip towards the middle. The last one near the handle doesn't have to be exactly 2 inches. I prefer if it's a bit longer. Mark it on both wings. You'll see up next why we did that. Grab another skewer and put its pointy end to the closest marking to the bow's tip. Tape it there. A few overlaps will be fine. Place 1 more skewer in the same way on the other end of the bow. Make sure the 2 new pieces are placed opposite to each other. The 2 hanging extensions need to be trimmed down to achieve a better functioning bow. Cut it in the middle of the 2 markings, starting from the other side of the handle all the way to the next mark. Do the same on the other one and let them hang in the air for now. Now we'll do the same thing with 2 more pieces. Locate the next marking 1 step closer to the middle. Place it facing opposite to the other one secured on the previous marking. Tape it there. You know the steps, it's a pattern. Do the same thing on the other side of the bow too. You're making an exact copy of each wing of the shaft. You want each side of the shaft to have an equal and balanced amount of force. Otherwise the arrow won't be propelled forward correctly. These 2 pieces also need some trimming. This time, measure the middle point between the next 2 markings. See how we've managed to create a gradient thickness? It will make more sense to the eye once we tape everything together into one piece. Since this is just a quick little toy, I'm not decorating it with anything. I'll keep it simple since I only care about it being functional. It's an antidepressant, stress reliever, meant to be crafted in just a few minutes, no matter the location. Anything long and elastic can be used instead of skewers, even green twigs. Transparent tape combines everything into one piece and acts as an extra muscle when stretched. 2 to 3 layers is sufficient. If you want, for extra durability, tape a little more, just the points where each skewer piece has an ending. Start from one side and work it down all the way to the other one. Next up, you'll need 2 more bamboo pieces. Cut them roughly at the length of the tape's wideness. With them you'll reinforce the 2 string sitting points. You need some extra surface to hold the string in place. Align them with the 2 shorter ends of the bow and tape them in place. But what good is a bow shaft without a string? I'll use some simple general use polypropylene rope. Get one end to work with, but don't cut it yet. It's easier to make the needed loop with a stable nail or any protrusion that can hold the rope like this. Pull on the rope until you have 2 parallel lines at the length of your palm or a little more. Make a simple double knot and tighten it by holding and pulling apart all four sides. Pass the extension through the loop from above, and as you're bringing it up from below, pass it through the newly formed loop made by the same end you're holding. Tighten it up and it's sealed for good. Make one more knot for extra security if you want. Apply some heat to the cut end to melt it. Press it on the knot and it's done. Pass it on one end of the bow and tape it there temporarily. It will make your life easier for the next steps. Measure the length of the shaft with a rope. Extend some more length to work with and cut it. It's a good idea now to mark the middle of your bow somehow. I used some black electrical tape in this case. This is where your arrows will sit on, and it's the middle of your bow's pulling forces. Pass the string on the other side, like this. The friction caused by the crossing rope will stop it from unraveling. Now place the other end with a taped loop on your body and pull the string towards you. Try to push the middle of the shaft left or right to start bending the bow. By wrapping the rope one more time around the tip, and by placing your finger there, the rope is secured and you won't lose your progress. Make a delicate fist on the handle and check if the string has a comfortable distance from the backside of your hand. In this case, yes, but it's too much. I loosen the rope a little. I'm trying to achieve a comfortable space of 1 inch. Now it's too little. If I use the bow, the string will slap my wrist. After further adjustments, it's finally okay. I'll stick with it. Now I can tie that rope side permanently on the bow. Nothing too complicated here. I'm using multiple times the same easy loop knot. Then I'll cut the extension and melt the ending. Simple stuff. Now, in case something went wrong and the string got loosened up, thus reducing the space between the string and your hand, do this. Wrap the string one more time around the permanent knot and tape it in place. Your little bow is already functional. Only one more test is left. String and unstring the loop. If it doesn't sit comfortably on the bow's end, feel free to tape some more short pieces there, and you're all done. Get ready to shoot some skewers. I'm using the usual nockless arrow and pinch draw technique. Since these tiny spears don't have a fletching or the right balance, I'm using them up close to test the bow. Then we will make some proper projectiles to complete this awesome little toy. Alright, let's do it. Pick up some straight skewers for the arrows. Place their flat bottoms on your pinky and tighten the rest of your fingers together. Mark that 3 fingers length on the arrow. That's your arrow handle. The fletching must be placed on the marking and towards the pointy end. No need for feathers. Some scotch tape will do. Follow this technique. Pull out a fair amount of tape and press together a corner. Place the skewer between the Y shape and continue pressing the tape together on the other side. No need to be precise with any measurements here. Just try to connect the 2 pieces as perfectly to one another's width as possible. Do this 4 times. Slide and align each piece of tape later if you want. They don't have to be all in a straight line. Roll the whole thing between your fingers to push out any remaining bubbles. Now cut the plastic fletching to extend about half an inch from the bamboo. Now the fletching is uniformed. It's a good idea to give an angle to the flaps nearest to the arrowhead. It slides easier out of the handle when shot. As a final step, wrap some layers of tape near the arrow tip to give some weight. This way it will be balanced like a real arrow and you can shoot it at a long distance. Repeat the process on all arrows and you're ready. Your toy is ready to be used and take away your stress. While you're being entertained, you're still focused on a task, and it helps you stay vigilant. It's a combat activity after all. Are you a CIA agent tasked with taking out a target with poison darts? Good news! That's your perfect toy to operate and quickly erase all evidence. Okay, bye!